At the La Mesa project, the team is remodeling an existing pool.
Basically what we're doing is we're taking this entire pool, we're going to strip it down to the existing structure. It means taking off the old plaster and the tile. What we have here is what's called a monolithic cantilever pour, where it's one solid concrete slab that's poured and cantilevers out over the deck. We're going to pull all this concrete up, including the cantilever. We're going to be putting a quartzite coping around the bond beam, and actually quartzite is also going to be spread throughout the deck. What we're doing here with the spa is this entire spa is going to be removed. It's going to be demolished. It's going to be raised to this level. This bond beam here is actually going to be increased a couple of feet too to equal that level there. So really it's like about 24, 25 inches. We're going to have steps that step down in between the spa and the pool. Now we're actually going to demo this part of the pool out too and extend the pool forward so you step down into your pool. We're going to have that meet up with the natural rock that's here. We're going to epoxy into this natural rock. This was originally a waterfall. It doesn't work any longer. We're going to make it work again, and we're going to make it better than it ever was. Water is going to trickle down this rock feature and into the pool. What's going to be interesting is when we demolish this is to see how they tied the pool into the existing rock. If they have had problems with this pool in the past as far as leaking. They've had to repair it a couple times, and my suspicion is that the way that they tied the steel into the rocks and the pool structure is probably allowing that to happen. Maybe they didn't epoxy right, they didn't go deep enough, maybe they didn't epoxy at all and it's just resting next to it. When we're done, it's not going to leak. But I'm really very curious as to how this was put together. It should be pretty interesting to find out. One thing we're going to do with the plumbing on this one, this is an older pool. It's actually not up to code right now. There's the Virginia Graham Baker Safety Act, which came into effect last year. Every time we remodel a pool, we retrofit it and make it code compliant. This pool has a single suction main drain now. What we're going to do is demo out a square that has to be, well, we'll demo out 4 feet apart. Technically, it has to be 3 feet apart. But we'll demo out a square. We'll put in split suctions, which bring this pool up to code. It makes it safer for everyone who's swimming in the pool, so there's no entrapment. The hazards with a single suction main drain, which everyone really should know, is that when you have a skimmer, it has a float valve in the bottom of the skimmer. When that float valve closes, it allows the pump to get the water from the bottom of the pool. The danger with that is you're pulling 60 gallons a minute through the bottom of the pool. If somebody's swimming by, they can be sucked down on top of it. So when you split the main drains, you make it so that if somebody is swimming by and that float valve is closed, it has less resistance on this side and it pulls all the water from the bottom of the, pulls it from the other side because there's least resistance on that side.